All right. I am live. This is Coach Katie from Vegas. I believe I am live in my Facebook page. All right, live on StreamYard, guys. I haven't done this for a while. If you don't know me, I am Coach Katie. I'm Katie Ciari from Vegas, and I am live. I believe in my Facebook group as well, and live on YouTube. Um, Simultaneously multitasking. I'm originally from the Philippines. I immigrated here in the United States year 2005. All right. I have not used StreamYard for a while, but super excited to get back to it. And it's been an amazing tool that I've used in the past to broadcast. Hey, amazing. So, hey, hi, Coach Sal. It's actually my first time back after a couple of years. Maybe I think it's almost 3 years now. And I'm checking it in my Facebook, and I know I'm live also in my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is Coach Katie. So if you have not subscribed yet or followed me yet in that platform, so I don't see a lot of these messages unless I go to my what do you call this, Facebook. I'm watching myself in Facebook. I forgot to put the link so you guys can join me, but just hit me up and I'll be happy to put it in the messenger. All right. Or share it with you guys. So what's the purpose of today's live? I I am just chilling out, it's a Wednesday morning here in Vegas, sipping my coffee, and I just finished, a webinar. I attended a webinar in the Philippines, and I said I'm gonna just have a little bit of coffee. Right, I have 2 hours of sleep today. Why? Because I am on vacation. I do have a regular job, and we have a winter break, and because of with the winter break, we have the flexibility to create content, connect to people, and share stories. All right. I believe everyone has a story to tell, but for you to say that you don't have an interesting story, I don't buy that. I don't believe it, because I believe that everyone has story to tell. It's just the matter of having that boldness, right? I won't say that you're scared of it or whatever. It's just maybe I would say maybe some people are afraid that they're gonna be judged. I get it. I feel that way before as well. And I'm gonna share my StreamYard link if people want to join us. So hold a second. I. So are you guys ready for Christmas? I know that I'm ready for Christmas. My heart is ready. My heart is ready, and the kids are super like enjoying sleeping in. Actually, it's already 8:11 p.m. Oh, a.m. It's morning time in Vegas, right? And what do you call this? Um, we had a late sleep last night. I believe we watched a couple of series, that they've been wanting to watch with mom. And when I'm working, I don't have that time to really sit down and relax and watch a series. I'm constantly moving, I'm constantly doing something, and I'm constantly working. on something. I don't want to bore you. I don't want to bore you in this one, but yeah. I have a lot of groups, about 10 of them. So I am just sharing the link. Sharing the link. So I don't want to be here by myself, talking, right? If I can invite people to join me so you can hear their stories as well. I got my subscription in StreamYard, so I can have like after 40 hours today. Join me live on StreamYard. Join me live on StreamYard. StreamYard for storytelling. Right? I don't know. I think I have like 10 people capacity in here for storytelling. All right. Please cascade. Please share. Right. Gonna highlight some stories this morning of all the things that we have, nowadays. Why not give, a story of people that have life struggles and overcame those struggles. Daily people like Coach Katie, right? That, cries a lot, and have a lot of frustration. I get it with my job and whatever it is that keeps us, you know, make us cry. We're humans, right? So I'm gonna one more share. And maybe I could sing a song to you guys, or maybe I ask some people to sing a song to you, right? Okay. All right. I think. All right. If someone wants to join me, they can join me. What am I doing in this platform, right? I am here to actually spread some sunshine. Share positivity, gather stories, tell stories. Do you like? I think I put I put my title there. Everyone has a story to tell. Share and be a light. Your people are waiting to be inspired by you. I just want to let you know the message that you are not alone. Tagalog, I'm gonna say Tagalog. Tagalog, I have Filipino audience right now, that means hindi ka nag-iisa. May kasama ka sa lungkot. May kasama ka din sa ligaya. Yung mga inimbita ko, people that I have invited, just hop in and you're gonna be in backstage. So hopefully, I got people joining me here pretty soon. So a quick background, right? Coach Katie immigrated 2005. I used to live in the Philippines. I was born and raised in the Philippines. I grew up with my other five siblings. I can't count anymore, but actually I have a story why I have to hesitate, telling how many siblings that I have, because what, my father was an OFW. It's OFW means overseas Filipino worker, right? So overseas Filipino worker, which means they have to leave the country to work in other countries, right, to provide a better livelihood, a better income for the family, especially with my dad, right? My mom was not working. She was hold on, I'm just going to answer this phone call real quick. Live TV, hey, I'm live. All right. I love you, Hannah. Have a safe flight. All right. Cool. Bye-bye. Hope you get some sleep in the flight. Bye-bye. All right. Okay. So where I stop? Right. So he went to the United States. He went to Saudi Arabia, not United States, to provide a better livelihood for us. Family of 6, including my mom. So long story, right? With the struggles and the distance, after a couple of years, they ended up separating, right? So he did provide. My late dad, he passed away already. My late dad provided a good, life for us. We were fed, we were sent to Catholic school, private school, right? There's no days that I remember that we were hungry or have to look for food, or there's no days that I remember that we don't have clothes or shoes. Constantly coming, from our his whatever balikbayan boxes. But when they separated, my dad, eloped with another woman, which brought us really to a lifelong struggles, because my mom, she didn't have any education. She's a stay-at-home mom. She had got some skills cooking, right? She's one of the best cook I've ever known in my life, right? And yeah, when they separated, we also struggle, making ends meet, right? He ended up not providing for us. My dad, completely like cut the channel, to communication with my mom. So that brought us to the street of Manila, right? Homeless. We were homeless for 5 years, 5 long years. And as a young Katie, it was I was 8 years old when they separated. I ended up, with my brothers and my sisters, stepping up and helping our mom, to bring in, food for our daily, consumption, right? Because we have no support from our dad. My mom don't have any employment or regular job, so we all as a family decided, whatever it is that we could do to survive. So my mom was, early morning every single day. She will wake up around 3 o'clock in the morning and will be cooking street food. So she was a street vendor, because that's the thing that she knows, to cook food. And then we help her, with my brothers and my sisters. And at the same time, during, that was in the morning, and we go to school, during the day, and at nighttime, Coach Katie and the rest of my siblings, we were in the street of Manila, Green Hills, San Juan, Metro Manila, to sell some flowers, flowers, either sampaguita flowers, cigarettes, candy, whatever it is that we can sell, newspapers, that actually help us, bring in food for the day, the day only, and we were day to day living on the streets, and, jumping from one relative to another that could, give us a temporary shelter. But, they said whatever the devil has stolen, God will restore it, and God will replace it. And I never thought, not in a million years, that I would be able to go to the United States. I've never really thought that I would be in US, right? I never thought that, I'm gonna be here, and, with my 3 kids now, I have 3 kids. I have a 20-year-old son, 9-year-old daughter, and I have a 16-year-old daughter. What did I say? 20-year-old son, 16-year-old daughter, and a what do you call this? And a 9-year-old son. Right. Yes, I immigrated here through marriage. I actually met my husband in the Philippines when I was a college professor. I was a computer science instructor. I taught computer science for about 15 years, right? No, not 15 years. 8 years prior to immigration. And I met my husband 2001. We had we lived there for 3 years. We had our son Theo, which is now 20 years old. And until we decided as a couple, as a family, for him to go back to the United States, because medical bills are piling up. Our son was in the hospital. His company, didn't struggled, and they until they don't have fundings anymore. They're supposed to to build, disaster relief houses, but they didn't break ground. They ran out of funds. A lot of paperwork and corruption that have happened. And long story, the journey begins. So he went back here, and he needs to reestablish his life, tax wise and work wise, so he can bring me in his son, our son, and immigrate here. And long story, 2005, I haven't been back yet to the Philippines. Not that I like not to go back, it's just life happens. And there we now have other priorities, but I looking forward to go back next year in the Philippines. So we I miss home. They said there's no place like home. I know we built a home already here, but it wasn't been nice to go back. I miss my friends. Of course, all my siblings are still in the Philippines. My mom, though, she live with us right now, and she actually what do you call this? She immigrated 6 years ago. So I've been blessed that, I have my 70-year-old mom with me, sharing this journey, and having a blast, having a fun time here in United States. I invited quite a few people that would join. Hopefully they would join me. Like I said, I might be just me or you're somebody else, but I have a lot of room. You guys, in Facebook, go ahead and share this. Hopefully that you'll be inspired by my guest story. I probably have more than one guest, and super excited. So now, what else? This is also a podcast, by the way, so I'm just going simultaneously. Um, with my story, and some story maybe maybe keep coming back as as I go through. I go through this life, and I am a very spontaneous lady, right? I don't have script. I'm whatever I say out there comes from life experience, whatever it's the Holy Spirit lead me, and whatever I have in my heart that day, right? So yes. I see one person watching live. Yes, if you could just bear, if you have some spare time, just stay here. You might find value to the stories that I'm gonna highlight today, and may be an inspiration. If not, hopefully I inspired you with mine, right? Yes. Currently I am working as a public school teacher here in Las Vegas, and I love teaching. This has been my bread and butter. Tinapay at butter, margarina. Margarina ba? Mula pa ng pagkabata, ever since I was little, I've seen myself, teaching. I've been teaching as far as I can remember. Started with my siblings, right? Yes, and and right now like I said, everyone has a story to tell. I'm so happy I have someone, very, very special. Maybe I tell you guys, I probably have more than one person right now. We have a lot of room. I think I have like 10 people room for this live. But I have a gentleman in the backstage that I want to call. We are in this incredible journey together. Not our first time, but I met this guy through social media, like what I'm doing right now, right? We bump into each other. Actually, not me bump into each other. My husband actually found him in Facebook. I was busy doing Facebook marketing at that time about 4 years ago. And my husband said, I saw a guy that doing the same thing that you do. Little did I know this guy would be a good friend, become a good friend. And he mentored me and taught me things that I didn't know about, attraction marketing and branding, to a point that we are, business partners nowadays, and we are succeeding. We're touching lives, globally. But yeah, I'm super excited that he is here. So he's in the backstage, but I would like to intro him. He is actually a social media attraction marketing and branding coach, lifestyle coach. He's very skilled in what he does. He is a top leader in Live Good, our company that you guys seeing, us promote and share in social media. He's a father. He's a brother to me, more than a friend, and he's amazing. I'd like to share his story. Let me add him. Coach Saul. All right. Oh, Coach Saul, good morning. I'm so
Good
happy
morning.
this morning.
Ayan. Just wash my face. Having coffee.
I'm drinking coffee, though I only have 2 hours of sleep. Ted left. He had a job assignment. He is in Reno.
Mhm.
He's going to Reno. I'm supposed to go with him and drive. I said, if we were going to be driving for 8 or 9 hours, I'm going to be super tired. They said, you
Mhm.
just fly and come back tonight. So that's what he's doing. So he left. So I woke up after 2 hours of sleep. Right? I need coffee. And
Okay.
you know what? I said, I'm gonna do StreamYard so we can do multiple, avenues of our lives. So, Coach Sal, thank you for joining me live. If all the people that I want to interview, you are the first one that I want to interview actually and highlight
Okay.
in my story in this podcast. I believe that everybody has a story to tell. Some people will probably take time to share it because they don't believe, that they have a compelling story, but I don't buy that, right? So every story is unique, and we might be scared to be judged, but hey, people judge no matter what. But think about those people that will be inspired by you. And as a result of what I'm saying, I was inspired by your story. And
Mhm.
here we are today, how many years later, still kicking and sharing, impacting others people's life. And so glad that we can, inspire each other. Coach Sal, what's keeping you busy these days?
Oh my goodness. Yes. Waking up, waking up early in the morning. Sleeping late at night. Just really pushing hard. With our business because we're getting ready for you know, push like a big momentum for 2023. So I believe in if someone's going to run for a marathon on 2024, January 2024, the person that's going to run for marathon is not going to prepare on January. So right now it's all about preparation, finding all the generals that we can work with, that we can communicate, generals that are in the same mindset because there are different generals for different projects or something, right? Or leadership. You want to find that generals, that leaders that you resonate with, so that come to the battle, no one's going to defy anybody, or no one's going to leave anybody behind. Everyone's going to work together as one. But we're not going to go to like a battle per se where people will get hurt. We're going to the battle to fight, financial freedom.
Yes.
There you go.
A
So yeah, that's keeping me busy this morning. So
Right.
I'm
Coach
every day.
Sal, I have a quick question for
Mm.
you. Can you give me a little background of the company that you're talking about that we are in? What is
Yeah.
this?
Right. So man, I'm so excited that I was introduced to Live Good. Live Good is a subscription based company because the how we market things now these days is through subscription. Gone are the days where you have to charge people a lot of money in order for you to keep for in order for them to keep your service. Like for the lawyers, they call it retainers, right? But that's also another type of subscription, right? Hey, Coach Daniel.
Good morning,
So
Coach Daniel.
Hi, good morning. Sorry I'm late.
it's
No
okay.
worries.
So, subscription is the name of the game. Biggest company like Facebook, they people don't realize it's a subscription company, right? Like for
Right.
me, I pay $11 so that I have that blue seal, you know, so that in order for you to have that blue seal on your social media profile, so people will recognize that's official, I am required to show my ID, to take a picture of my ID. Otherwise, anybody can just create a new Facebook account and pretend it's me, but they
Right.
can't have that blue seal. So once you have before, in order for you to have that blue seal, you have to be some type of celebrity. You have to spend thousands of dollars before. Now, all you need to do is just spend $11 a month, and they give you a different, little more access than a free Facebook account. So that subscription. Another form of subscription is, excuse me, guys, my itchy throat. um, YouTube. Have you realized, guys, when you watch YouTube, there's advertisement after like a minute advertise, I mean 30 minutes advertisement. That and then what they've done, YouTube is getting paid for advertisers subscribing to their subscription to their advertising. Now YouTube got smart because some viewers don't want advertisement. Then the viewers can also pay to remove the advertisement. So they get paid twice from the advertisers and from the people who wants to remove the advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
And people are paying for that in subscription.
Right.
So now and then a lot of the Amazon is a subscription,
Right.
and Costco is a subscription. Netflix is one of my favorite subscription because I'm people thought I'm an extrovert, but I am not. I am an introvert. I
Yeah.
prefer to be at home. I don't like going to parties. I rather watch movies with my wife, right?
Right.
With my kids. But Netflix is my best friend, right? So I pay Netflix a subscription. So guys, what I'm saying is everything right now is about subscription. But none of those company that makes billions of dollars of revenue every year pays anybody back to help market the subscription. See, what I really love with Live Good, I'm gonna wear my. Oh, I mean, actually, I have my Live Good right over here. Is they pay us to become a brand influencer. To promote the brand, not to sell the products. You can if you want, but for me, I'm tired of selling products. Um, Promote the brand to help Live Good acquire more subscribers. That makes sense, right?
Right.
So, but why would people want to become a subscribers? Because we have so much products with the Live Good brand. When we compare those products to other brands, it's a lot less priced. Like we're talking about $50 cheaper or $30 less. Does that make sense? So
Right.
that's why I really like the what I'm doing right now. In fact, when I saw this January 6th, I kind of like wrapped my head around it. I said, how am I going to work this business around my busy schedule? So I did. I kept my full-time job working 12, sometimes 12 hours, but most of the time 8 hours, right? 8 hours. And then I would promote my business online in between my busy schedules. So it's very doable, coach. And then I just kept on promoting it. I show up, I tell my story just like I'm telling my story right now,
Right.
and people caught up with it. And then when they caught up with it, I started having subscribers to
Right.
subscribe. So because they want to save money on what they already spend. But the most exciting part is they also see the opportunity how they can earn additional income for their household without having a second job.
Right.
So fast forward 8 months after, I reached the rank diamond, and the income as a diamond tripled the amount I was making when I was, as a warehouse employee. So that really helps a lot in terms of time. The time I spend at work and the amount of money I make, I no longer have to pay late bills, late
Right.
payments. So that's pretty much what I really like. And plus, it doesn't cost anybody a lot of money. It's just like, my gosh, it's like going out to eat at McDonald's with the family on a weekend, one
Right.
time. You know what I mean? So with the subscription that I pay every month, $10 a month, in return, I would make $7,000 to $8,000 a month to provide
Wow.
for my family, right?
See,
I mean,
wait. Hold on a second. How much is that?
what, $7,000 to $8,000 a month?
Oh my! And how much did you have to pay initially, Coach Sal?
For $50, 49.95.
Oh my,
Yeah, that
oh
was a
my
no-brainer
goodness.
for me.
No
Yeah, that was a
brainer.
no-brainer for me because I've done other business. In fact, this shelf before, I used
Right.
to sell weight loss coffee that I bought from the Philippines. It's the green from the green coffee and stuff.
Right.
Uh, I would buy boxes of that, balikbayan boxes of. So first, I will send the money to the Philippines. I will remit it. That already cost me like $8 just to send money, right?
Oh
Then I
wow.
had to come up with the money to buy for the volume, right? And then they have to receive the email. I have to wait for the response, and then they have to process the orders. They have to put it in a box, and they have to wait 2 weeks. I mean, like 1 week, right? But I'm always afraid that the box might be delivered in front of my house and someone might take it
Right.
because it looks valuable, right?
Right.
So, and then I was always that in that anxiety and stuff like, oh. And then now when the product arrives, I was hoping I would finish it so that my I will get my money back.
Right.
But in the process, when it's almost gone, I wish it's not gone yet because I don't want to go through the process of ordering the product. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a vicious
What
cycle.
a burden, right?
So I didn't have to do that anymore. And take note, coach, I had to borrow money from one of those high interest lending and
Right.
used my car as a collateral.
Oh wow.
I had to pull out $8,000.
Mm-hmm.
So now $8,000 added to the money I owed for my car just to
Wow.
get into that business. And
Oh my.
$50, I have to think twice. I don't think so.
I didn't think twice. And it's gotta be the style of marketing, that you do too, that you attracted people. I know you mentioned that you are people think that you are an extrovert, but in fact you are an introvert. I like that. I would like to highlight that one because anybody can do this, no
Yeah.
matter how shy you are or not shy you are, because we have the system and the tools that help us, how to market it. And by the way, have you heard of social media? If you are already tapping into it and listening to other people's stories or gossips, looking at celebrities stories um every once in a while or frequently, guys, you can leverage those time. Coach Sal, if you could hold on a minute, because I want to talk to Coach Daniel, give a little introduction. I love it when people and leaders are very generous of their time and they are impromptu. I told Coach Daniel, don't worry, Coach Daniel, I got you. This is gonna be like a conversation. Everyone has story to tell. Whatever story that is, that's your story, and you will be inspired.
Mhm.
You will be inspiring people, people that are waiting to be inspired by you. No matter what platform or stage that you use, will connect to your
Mhm.
story. Eventually they're gonna start following you, and before you know it, you have a group, a multitude of followers that are, Coach Daniel, Coach Saul, Coach Katie, right? So, but the first thing they have to do is to be bold and be out there sharing
Tell
your
tell the
stories, right?
story. Mm.
Coach Daniel's from Canada. I cannot pronounce where you are in Canada. I'm gonna let you do it because I'm gonna murder it. Right? Coach Daniel's one of the top, producer
From
in our company right now in our team. Our team, by the way, is called Momentum under the leadership of Coach Sal. We're in Live Good for a reason. And we are so blessed to have this opportunity, given to us. Not everybody were given an opportunity, and for us to take the chance at the most critical time, it says something, right? Why we are here right now. Coach Daniel is a mother. She's a cafe owner. She said that she needed people to work with her. She is not a loner. I like that when you highlight that when you talk, Coach Daniel. Network marketing is the best platform where we can find people equally, right? Visionaries, people that have the same mindset. If not, we can convert you, right? Don't worry about it. It will happen. But Coach Daniel, who are you? What are you doing? Live Good. What's your background? And take it away. You know.
Hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. It's actually 10:42 a.m. here in Canada, Saskatchewan. Yes. So don't mind my beautiful voice. It's a sign that I cannot sing this Christmas and New
Same here.
Year. We Filipinos loves to sing, but geez, I cannot sing to this holiday season. So don't mind my voice. I'm okay. I feel good. It's just my voice. It's scratchy, but I don't have fever or anything. It's just a little glitch in that. But anyhow, again, my name is Danielle Prevail, and I thank you, Coach Katie, and thank you, Coach Sal, for giving me the privilege of being here. I'm not often in live, but you don't want to see my behind the scenes. Everything is a chaos. It's crazy. I do believe that many of us are actually always, 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 always busy, like literally busy. We always get over burnt out, overwhelmed, but it's hard to find that balance. But once, there's so many ways that my life have taught me to keep balance, and of course I am still learning at the moment. So to start with my my pat, just to get to know me way better. I am from Philippines originally. I grew up originally as in Philippines. I came to Canada. This is my first country outside Philippines. Many, many, many Filipinos are everywhere, like all over the world. And they go out, they wanted to, like me. I actually, the reason why I'm outside the country, because I would like to have something way better. We that in Philippines we are third world country, and with the living in Philippines, the cost of living there is, your wage and your expenses. It's just crazy there, and it's hard to find, when you have children in school, it's so hard to find that school fees or tuition fee that we call. I've experienced that from the past, but thankfully, thank God, I was able to graduate in a university management, degree. And when I moved to Canada 2007, that is my stepping stone. Every one of us do have a stepping stone. And again, that is also a struggle. I once prayed to be an foreign worker like anyone else. So that is why I am here in Canada. And I am grateful with that. But of course, it is never smooth sailing. It is just like it's literally heartbreaking. But this is, I fast forward, this is who I am now. um I've started working in a food industry. We call that in Philippines fast food industry. So I've worked there, and I've experienced a lot. And here in Canada as well, I lost a baby as well, and I had accidents here too. And again, with God's grace, He helped me get through with it. Fast forward, now I am a mompreneur, a proud mompreneur with a lot of things in my hands, juggling. Even my head is juggling. So and I do own now a cafe. I remember from the past that I am also praying that maybe, Lord, I can get a business. I just don't know what kind of business. Again, He showed me the way. Coffee business is the second beverage after water. And thankfully, and I've been here for almost 10 years now, and still learning, but grateful for the opportunity. Again, because looking back, we have so many things that happened. And again, anything can happen if you put yourself in it. You take action. We may dream to be, a successful entrepreneur. We may dream to whatever, travel. But again, it won't happen if you won't put yourself in it. So again, also I am in Airbnb host as well with 3 units in Airbnb. Maybe in the future, I'm also looking at maybe in the Philippines. And you know who I will gonna call? Coach Beth. Is that
Oh,
what I is just one moment is who I will call, Pag that, sorry, I'm gonna speak Tagalog, but in due time, in due time, it will come.
right. And we had that
It will
network
come.
of people in our organization, right? I was thinking about that too,
Yes,
I was looking at all her other posts and I was like, oh my goodness, we got this network of people that we can connect when the time arises, like Coach Sal. Um, Coach Daniel, you mentioned all the things that you've been doing. Oh my God, I'm like super tired already just listening to all what we have to do. Like Coach Sal, but Coach Daniel, why are you on Live Good? And when did you start? What do you see yourself? Um, achieving and Live Good.
I've been in a past network marketing as well. I believe, when I lost my baby, I had a stillbirth. So that is my breaking point. I prayed again. I cannot do this alone. Like, once you step up as an entrepreneur, you're the overall head. you know you look after the people, you look after the decision making, you look after the supplies, everything, like, taxes and everything. So I got literally burned out, and with prayers, it led me to network marketing. And so with network marketing, I've met a lot of awesome, amazing people like Coach Sal and you as well, and the others in the community. And with Live Good, I am a product of attraction marketing. So I actually went to someone that I saw in social media. Again, it's also with prayers. I saw someone, and then I actually directly messaged her that I am interested in looking at, because I am also in love, with the products. I like products, and especially when I saw the value. Like, are you crazy? Is this for real? And then with the starting point, with the cost, it's just many people will be grateful with this, because many people, with health and just less amount, you keep that savings. The opportunity that I saw, and again, that led me you know to this company, is I am so grateful. Not everyone will gonna see it, and the people who sees it are very, very grateful, and I am one of them. So I would like to, consistently sharing this opportunity to others, so that the goodness can be spread. And with a 1 year span, oh my goodness, it's just crazy.
I know. I was like, uh, going back to what you just said, right? You're just gonna continue spreading, the greatness of Live Good, the good news of Live Good to others. I'm gonna flip back to Coach Sal. I can never probably thank Coach Sal enough for introducing me to Live Good, but I can always pay forward by me, continuously sharing, what it has done, to me, because I'm like you, Coach Daniel. I am a product of the products, and to the fact that I am seeing myself retiring while young because of the income potentials, that we have in Live Good. It's a no-brainer at all. So I'm gonna go to Coach Salano. When you said that, you saw the value of the products and how much you are going to pay. How we were joined by another amazing what do you call this? Fire starter, whatever, coach in Japan. Let me just let him in. But I'm gonna finish my thought, Coach Sal. When you called me, honestly, I was in Utah. I'm finishing 3 of my thesis paper for my master's. My family are so upset at me because I brought in my paperwork, everything. But I have a timeline. I have a deadline. I was dying. I haven't eaten for 8 hours. They were having fun. They want me to have fun, but it's very critical for me to finish that. And here came along Coach Sal reminding me to, have you watched the 5-minute video yet? And I'm telling myself, what am I doing now watching that 5-minute video? And guess what? I went to the bathroom, right? And I watch it. I didn't sign up right away, but hold your thoughts. So I watch it. I actually finished it in 5 minutes. I'm a bathroom girl. That's my actually my escape. So I watch it, and going back to what you just said, Coach Daniel, I told Coach, "Are you kidding me? What is it that you are drinking or inhaling, Coach? What is this that you are, sharing? Sharing with me? Like I was like blown away. I didn't believe it. I believe, but I didn't believe it. That's possible." And then going back home, right, that day we went home, and I told myself, before I lost signal, I'm gonna watch it again. And I said, I'm gonna sign up to this. But you know what happened, Coach Daniel? I'm gonna tell you. I know I tell everybody, I did the membership only for $9.95. I didn't even look at the pay plan or anything, because I said to myself, I'm gonna buy as many products that I want. Even this company go away, I have all my products with my $9.95, and I'm gonna cancel this afterwards. But it didn't happen. Okay, so here we are, almost 11 months in the business, still enjoying it to this date, and I'm like you guys. Coach Mark. Oh my gosh, I would like to, Coach Sal, you introduce Coach Mark. Go ahead. I'm gonna sip my coffee.
All right. Well, Coach Mark is one of the first guy that said yes. And during that time, it's the same thing with you, Coach. He didn't really get into the business right away. He just positioned himself, because the for us was, we came from an experience where we were excited about the story of the company, and then he placed an order. His order didn't arrive. So he said, Coach, I like what I see, but before we go out and tell everybody here in Japan about this business, I want to make sure I got my product arrived to Japan first, right? And it did, but I think the first one you had to pick it up from the post office or something, right, Coach?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, there were some challenges, but that was in the beginning, because man, we were like 2 or 3 months as we just opened, and a lot of times the problem in shipping happens in the local post office, not from Live Good. Okay, but now we bypass that through DHL and all that kind of stuff. So the company keeps growing. But anyway, I want to introduce you to Coach Mark. He's one of the first person that say yes to me, and he actually enjoyed the benefit of timing, right? Because there's a law of timing. Coach Jason Salustiano taught us that in business there are different laws. Whether you believe it or not, it's going to happen. And one of the law in business is the law of timing. Would you make more money before a product goes trending or after it goes trending, before it goes trending. So that's exactly what Coach Mark did. He said yes to me, and he's all the way in Japan. I've done. I met Coach Mark from an attraction marketing course. I think just like most of us, where we learn attraction marketing, and ever since then, you know, we we kept what we learned. That's why I really like what I like for Coach Mark and you guys is because we don't waste our money buying courses and then we go look for another courses. No, you buy a course, you learn the course, and you use it and you teach it to people. Don't go wasting, go buying, because I was guilty of that. I was kept buying on new courses. But I want to introduce Coach Mark. He's from Japan. He's one of our leaders in our group. He's actually first direct to me, right? That's why this is where when people understood the power of the matrix, right? When you position yourself in the right time, you will enjoy the benefit of the spillover. Although we don't promote people getting in waiting for spillover, because that's not business. That is, I don't know, that's hobby, right? We look for business people. So business people set their mind, to learn the product and market the product. So those are the people, because yeah, different people do their business differently. But for me, I prefer to work my business with people that are business entrepreneurs and give my service to people to just wants the service, right? Why should you convert the people who doesn't want to do the business, do the business, right? But anyway, that was a long introduction. I was teaching. But anyway, I want to introduce you, Coach Mark, a good friend, a brother, business partner, is also a brand influencer with Live Good. Go, take away, Coach.
Wow. Thank you, Coach Sal. Thank you so much for a beautiful introduction. Napakatuwa naman ang journey natin so far. It started one night, you called me up doing a successful solution system. It's like, hey, brother, I just have a question. So it's like, who is your sponsor? I was like, oh no, but I was very open to helping you right away, especially when I found that you're Filipino from Las Vegas. I'm like, what? So that's how it started. It doesn't matter what company we are in, as long as you have a good relationship, and eventually that relationship takes you to that next level, to the next level, the next level, and here we are, our final stage. Our final destination. How many places did we go?
We went to the desert. Thankfully, we didn't have to wait for 30 years. I'll be so old.
We went to the beach.
Exactly.
Thank God Coach Shah was always willing to go to the middle of the ocean, diba?
I jump first. I see first. I go check if there's sharks. Okay, don't go here. There's sharks. But yes, we did test out a couple of different companies, and Coach Mark, you said, Coach Mark says, Coach, how do we know if this is it? I said, we don't know until we test it, right?
Yeah. That's what always happened, though. You're like, oh, I got something, you got something, I got something, you got something. It was like we were playing badminton until we found out. I was about to jump into that purple hey. I was like,
I'm so happy. Coach Sal, Coach Mark, Coach Daniel. Coach Mark, this is just like a very casual. I'm gonna flip flops to all of you, but you know what? I have a surprise for you guys. This morning,
Bring it
I'm
on.
joined by someone very special. I love her. She's the number 7 diamond in Live Good. It's just this is just show the leadership in Live Good. They never say no. They was make coffee, or is it now? But they hop in. Oh my goodness, I was like so appreciative. Thank you guys. But I would like to bring into our stage Kelly. Kelly's here, Coach Saul, Coach Daniel.
Hey,
Kelly.
Kelly.
wonderful Wednesday. Hello. What's going on here? You said the word coffee. Oh
Coffee
my
talk.
goodness. And my cup is empty. And I was like, I'm here on my laptop, but I would have taken y'all into the kitchen so I could make another cup of coffee.
There you
Yes.
go.
I was up till 4:45 a.m. this morning watching videos for the video challenge.
Oh wow,
How's everybody doing today?
very good. Yeah.
We're good. We're blessed to have you join us. So you're gonna pick winners tonight, Kelly. What's the video all about?
Well, we did a on last Saturday's Tim Saturday training. I announced a $1,000 video challenge, and that's 10 people to get $100. And so I asked them, I said, would y'all want 2 winners of 500? Do you want 1 winner of 1,000? Do you want 10 winners of 100? And so it was like the chat kept rolling. Everybody said 10 winners, 10 winners. So, yeah. And so I wanted to do it like right away so that you can get some extra like Christmas cash.
Right.
And so it can, like today, I can get it in. Like tonight, I will choose 10 winners. I've got, oh my goodness, I have been doing all my homework on the videos. I wrote notes, that little teacher in me, right? I'm writing notes. Like great smile, great background, great music. Oh, the Christmas tree's nice. Just different notes. We have 87 entries into the contest.
Oh wow.
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 It had to be between 2 and 5 minutes. If a reel was made, it was not too short, and it broke a lot of people out of their comfort zone, their bubble. So many people. I loved watching the videos of someone like brand new, never did a video. And so we're going to choose 10. Those 80 something will go into, I might do the little wheel thing. Or I'll put the names in my little vanilla jug and we'll pull.
Oh,
10
that's nice.
winners. Yeah.
Oh, that's so generous, Kelly. I know, Kelly, just a short notice, but this is actually titled Everyone Has a Story to Tell. Tell me about it, or tell me a story. It's a way of inspiring people, about our whatever it is that we go through in life, whether it's our struggles, our wins, and I believe that you guys believe that everybody has a story to tell. What are you doing with those short reels are also stories. It's just so hard to put it in 2 minutes, right? I know we can go more than that, but that is brilliant. If you we can ask you, maybe, the coaches here will ask you something. Also, Kelly, by the way, Coach Mark is from Japan. Coach Sal is our diamond in Las Vegas.
I see everybody. Oh my goodness.
Coach
Sal.
Coach
Good
Daniel's
to see you
from
again.
Canada. We've been following you as an educator. Give me hopes, that some days and maybe I can retire and follow your footstep, because you already paved the way. We just have to do is follow that and be consistent in what we do and give our focus to what we want to achieve. But Kelly, who is Kelly Toller? What are you doing in Live Good? Why Live Good? And give us some short inspiration. Would you?
Oh, when you say short, okay, how much time I got? Let me put the clock on.
Go, take it away.
Just one day.
I feel the same.
So that video challenge was choose one product and tell why you like it. And so we had like different steps that people had to go through to qualify for that challenge, right? It was the rubric of the whole video, right? Okay. Oh, well, thanks for having me hop on here. I keep these hats nearby, all these hats right here. In case like I hop on a Zoom, I like stick a hat on. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. Keep this show going. Yes. Because Live Good train has totally left the station. It's not sitting in the station. If somebody wants to hop on a train, think it's waiting. It's not. It's moving. Oh, my goodness. This time last year, I tell you, so what's today's date? I can't even keep up with the date. What is today's date?
December 20.
Today's the 20th. Yeah. So this year, this time last year, I got the taste of something really working nice. And then it started working like super crazy, amazing. So I joined Live Good back in the summer of 2022. Yes, 2022. Yes, because all we could do was buy the products. That's all we could do. It wasn't a home-based business, balls to the wall, anything like that. It was, maybe save a little money on your nutritional items. And I wanted something, it was over the summer. It was, matter of fact, pretty interesting. Join on 7. I have this thing with sevens. Yes, sevens. And I just wanted some better priced products. And my sponsor, Christopher Hopkins, he sent me a link. He says, check out these great prices in my store and please make a purchase, And I remember, I'm all about helping to support the network marketers, the small business. I would rather buy my makeup from a network marketing company, help out that person, or buy, I'm not a rep at any of them. I'm just saying, hey, if somebody sends me a link to buy some candles for their company or whatever, I will make a small purchase. Even if somebody said, hey, help buy some popcorn for my child's basketball team, So I just, whatever we can do to help support small business, entrepreneurs. That's what I love. So anyways, I bought some product and I love the vanilla protein. That was my first love. And then fast forward December 13th, 2023, when we heard there's going to be a big webinar. I'm like, okay, I've heard this song and dance before. And then big webinar. Okay, with this company that's had these nutritional products. And then there's going to be big announcements. I'm like, okay, I will entertain myself and get on here. And so something said, Kelly, record this webinar. And I've never done, I was doing screen shares. And so I heard I could do Screencast-O-Matic. So I got in there. I'm like, oh, thank goodness this is easy. And so I clicked the record button. And I was like, the last 5 minutes when they said, guess what? We have gone international. Nodder looked at Ben. They asked each other how many people in the world. And they paused and all that. And I was like, what? All over the world? Are you kidding me? It's not just in Juniper, Florida anymore. What? And I knew Ben Galinsky had taken a product all over the world before. Okay. Anybody remember Skinny Body Care? Great company. Okay. Great company. We sold $55, $60 fiber bottles. Seriously. Hey, the fiber worked, let me tell you. And so it was a great product. So I knew Ben could take something all over the world. And I tell you, I did not have $50 at that moment. Look, don't be trying to make my eyes water up. The glue on the eyelashes are going to burn my eyes. Okay. Don't do it. Okay. So, oh, good. I have an important purchase to make because as a teacher, I got paid once a month. Mm-hmm. Once a month. We learned how to budget, didn't we? We budget, we go ahead and pay the rent or, the power bill and all that right when you get the check. And then what do you have left over? It was really paycheck to paycheck. It's just literally amazing that, so anyhow, let's say that I learned how to budget my money and I learned how to use my tax refund to take me over the summertime because I didn't get paid in the summer. So when I started, I contact the company, get the credit card company, give me $50, please. I have an important purchase to make. They had to go contact managers and all that. Okay. So they made it happen. They actually added an extra $55 to my credit card limit. And I was like, look, it's the holidays. Here's my situation. And I'm very thankful that they added that on my card. So I went and upgraded. I made the biggest mistake that I didn't put in my best friend and my family member instantly. Boom. For one, I couldn't afford it. And two, I didn't understand the power and the beauty of what we really had, what I had my hands on. Okay, with the whole matrix, matching bonuses and going wide, and then the spillover was going to happen, because if you're a go-getter, you're going to be a spillover creator.
Right.
All right. But if you're going to like sit and wait for everybody else to do the work for you, okay, get out your crystal ball. I don't know when, that's going to be rolling for you, but it can happen. I've got plenty of people creating checks, never have sponsored anyone. That's awesome, because guess what? They're going to come around and they're going to be like, man, I don't want to miss this. This train's rolling here. And, so people can create that a check and never sponsor anyone. Okay, but we do want them, we encourage, that's how you can create even more income, okay, when you build a team. Well, so anywho, started building very quickly, because I, for one, was on, about Christmas break was beginning,
Right.
and it was like no sleep during Christmas break. Everybody's taking a break. Everybody's like at festivities and this and this and that, even though we're going to make time and have some fun with our family. Yes. But everybody else is sleeping. I was working.
Right.
And, and it's like, hey, I will take little cat naps. But what I did was I took a simple message. A company out of Florida just launched. You don't want to miss this. Watch the 5-minute movie. If we're going to be technical, right at 6 minutes. Okay. So anyhow, I copy paste that message to like everybody I could as fast as possible. Don't miss this. Get in right now. The sense of urgency right now. Even though we are a 1-year birthday now with Live Good, I still have that sense of urgency, because look, we post goals, right? Everywhere you go, you've got your goal. All right. No matter where you are in your home, you have your goal in front of you. That board said silver at one time. It said gold. It said platinum. It said diamond. I wrote crown right up above it. So you having those goals right up above you and letting every single person, let them think that you're crazy because you got these goals and you're going to build this company out of Florida. And that's when we went international, and I saw that night the first flag from Canada come onto the pre-enrollee list. That list in your back office? It was all USA flags. Then all of a sudden it was for real. It was for real when I saw that Canada flag. I had maple, tree, leaf, something like that, right? I was like, what? You kidding me? I mean, it was like a party to see one different flag. And then all these other flags started coming around, and I had to buy a special map that had flags on there so I could tell where people coming in from. And then, we could put our mouse over the flag,
Right.
and then we could tell where everybody's coming from. But I tell you, went diamond in 92 days.
Wow.
Diamond in 92 days. And I tell you, when your contract comes up at school and they're like, are you going to be okay?
Yes.
You sign a contract year after year after year after year, right? You let them know, do I want to stay or do I want to go? And then I was like, I'm out there on the playground before I went diamond, and folks were like, hey, Kelly, Miss Tolar. Hey, Miss Tolar. What's that on your Facebook wall? Is it a scam? And I'm like, what? Scam? I don't do scams. Scams are illegal, for one. And two, this company that I'm working with, man, we're going all over the world. And they looked at me like deer in the headlights. And I'm like, yeah, it's going all over the world. And then I get little text messages over the summer. Fast forward. Hey, are you working in a summer camp, or what are you doing to create more money here over the summer? And I'm like, hey, remember that link I gave you? I'm like, look. All right. So anyhow, when they asked me, hey, you want to, re-up, sign up, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to decide to be a stay-at-home mom now. I'm ready to work from home. I'm ready to just chill and run my own business. They're like, but are you going to be okay? Yes, we're going to be good. And it's kind of like, it's funny how, like, income disclaimer here. Beep, beep, beep. You could be a couch potato or a go-getter. Nothing is guaranteed as far as the income money you make, but you work together and work hard. We're going to make this work. Okay. I just got to put that income disclaimer out there. If somebody's going, gosh, toting numbers. But I'm just saying the monthly pay now is more than like a year and a half of teacher pay in a month.
Wow.
So,
Wow, amazing.
so it's literally, stinking amazing. And total this whole year in Live Good has been equivalent to, I've already done the math. I did math. 10.2 years of teacher pay this first year in Live Good.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I've done over 250,000 here in Live Good in the first year. Okay, so it's just, we are just getting started.
Right.
That's what's so daggone crazy with this. Okay, and a year ago, I'm asking credit card company for $50 extra, giving them a sad song and dance over the phone. I got an important purchase. Come on now. Come on. I've been a customer how long? Okay. Even though I'm maxed out with y'all just go ahead. Just add it, right? So here's the thing. I got this little thing about giving away $50 credit wallets, $50 credit wallets. I do it a lot, just spontaneously, right? Because that 50 meant so much to me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get my eyes watering. Stop.
Mhm.
Y'all don't know what eyelash glue feels like. It hurts. And so I've touched the companies to do me wrong. I remember when my daughter and I, in a townhome, and I worked so hard for this company, and my daughter's 2 years old, and this company, 3 months not paying me my money. I lost my home, moved into a 1-bedroom apartment, and then all of a sudden the car goes out the parking lot without me in it, right? It's repossessed. So I'm just saying, and that was 2012, December 28th, and I had $24 in the bank account. And so I just got this thing with numbers. I remember numbers, right?
Right.
So it was just so crazy knowing that as long as I had that faith that it's going to be darn okay, we've got our health, we've got each other, we can just make it work, right? And I went from that day going, you know what? It's just, hey, like Les Brown says, if you fall down, as long as you land on your back, if you can look up, you can get up. And I just know that no matter what obstacle we have, we make the choice. We keep on rolling because there's goodness out there. There's going to be some folks to try to, poke the bear, poke the bear or what? Or pluck the feathers from the mama hill. Okay?
Oh, look at that.
So I'm just saying, you just got to say, look, no matter what situation, everybody has a story, right?
Right.
Everybody has a story. But I tell you, the whole message that I see from everyone's story, what we all have in common, could be the central idea, could be the gist, the magic meaning of the message, is that we have been persistent, consistent. We've applied grit to the situation and really just did not give up. And,
Right.
Because it's that whole thing. Look, can't get any worse, and then I'm like, oh, the car's gone. My mom had my daughter that evening for a sleepover. And if I didn't announce, I'm a single mother. Woohoo! Hats off to single moms. And so there I was out there on the balcony, right there on the apartment, the 1-bedroom apartment we had moved in for the company not sending the money, and for 3 months straight gave me this song and dance every month while they couldn't pay.
Right.
And I remember my mom coming up with my daughter, and I was out there on the balcony, and she's like, oh, I thought you weren't home. I was like, no, it's okay. The car's not here, but it's all right. It's all right. We'll get another car. It's kind of like, hey, it is what it is. And guess what?
Right.
We move forward. And
Mhm.
so here, let's fast forward. We found a company where the folks, are honest and the folks are going to be there for us. No one's hiding in the bushes. That's what's key. Have you been a part of some companies where people don't even come to camera? They're not even out and about to do any training
Right.
or attend a meeting or even do a presentation. Really? All right, that's a big no, big X, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got right, Coach Mark.
Yes.
You probably had an experience on that. So I'm just saying we all have, but we got something here. We got folks that will, hey, pick up the phone, and
Right.
answer a text,
Yes.
come to a Zoom, a
Right.
webinar, and the dealio with Live Good is that you will find leaders. It doesn't even matter where you are in the whole genealogy.
Right.
This is the very first example I've ever seen where everyone works together. Okay.
Right.
And the more, the merrier, as far as your Zooms, your webinars, your groups or whatnot. Of course, there's going to be somebody, hey, check out this other little da 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 da. Okay, whatever. You know what? I have had, I go, whatever. I just like, good luck on that. I'll be here. That's exactly been my answer. I don't care if people got to look at some little shiny ball or something like that. I say, you go right on over. Best wishes with that. I never say good luck. I believe in work, not luck. And when you provide that top work, you know what? Luck is going to meet that. Okay. So here's the thing. People, I have lost count how many folks that have said no to me. Of course, that didn't stop me one iota, not even a millisecond. But I'll tell you, so many people have come back,
Right.
and they're like, why didn't you shake me? Get me to get me in there. And I'm like, I told you
But
about
I
it.
told you.
Why? Yeah. And hey, I met a lady at Starbucks, and she's like, Kelly, when you first joined up, why didn't you get me? And she had my hand. She had her hand on my shoulder. And I was like, look at your text message. I
Right.
sent it to you.
Right.
Like, well, you know what? Let me tell you, the best time for someone to join, it really is right now. Because we've jumped through so many hoops and,
Right.
just different things, different challenges. Yeah. I mean, we've definitely made it happen through this first year. And the second year,
Yes.
I tell folks, if they need to wait until we add some of these other things, that's going to be my pretty woman line to you. Okay. Big mistake.
Yes.
Huge.
You.
Big
Right.
mistake. And that's from the movie Pretty Woman, if no one knew.
Yeah, I
Okay.
love it. I love Julia Roberts.
So yeah, the $50 means so much when gotten debt free thanks to Live Good. That's super amazing. And now just really have some extra goals that I can that I want to meet. And just hey, you know what? I haven't traveled in forever. And thanks to Live Good, I've been able to do like 4 trips since September. It's crazy. Palm Springs, Vegas, Nashville, and I could have driven to Atlanta, but I don't want to, so I flew. And it's like I'd rather go watch people in the airport than get on 8 lanes of traffic. So I mean, people are like, what, Atlanta from Charlotte? That's like 4-hour drive, Kelly. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing it. So, but yeah, Live Good, man. If people don't run fast and hard right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelly, let me just interrupt you for a moment. Oh my God, I'm so submerged with your story. You know what? When I was starting Live Good, actually, Coach Sal was my direct sponsor. I started following people like you that I can relate because I am an educator. I know we have a conversation before we went, through this StreamYard Live. But one of my biggest, one of my wins so far when I became gold. Currently, I'm a platinum. Platinum. Last September, my husband and I went to consolidate our debts. Yeah, wow, a lot of debts, right? When we filed bankruptcy 7 years ago, and then here we are again, a lot of debts. But last September, I became gold, and I know what I'm gonna be making that month, right? As a gold, and I told my husband, let's go consolidate our debts and see what we can do, right? So, long story, we got a lower interest with Mako, that's our bank, right? And as the lady was saying, you need to pay this amount monthly to consolidate 4 of your major interest debts, which are about 25 to 29%. And then my husband was like, he was looking at me like, okay, is it going to come from your teacher pay or he says self-employed, right? So I was like, quiet. And as the lady was revealing the number, how much, money do we need monthly for that 4 biggest interest debt, that we pay monthly. I was like, I'm already calculating how much I'm making, with Live Good so far, right? And the lady said, you need to pay at 15%, something like that, or maybe lower than that. I don't remember the exact. $339 monthly. And guess what? How much I'm making, as a goal that month? About $350. $350. And I told my husband, don't worry, honey, I got it. It's gonna come from Live Good. And right now it actually doubled already, if not tripled, the amount of money that I'm getting monthly as a platinum. And that's huge. When, like you said, you get paid once a month, I get paid twice a month. But the amount of time that I'm spending in my school, I'd rather work probably in Walmart and make more money, because I am there 14 and 16 hours. I don't have any weekends. So I just you give me hope, and you keep giving value to us. And thank you so much for your time. And speaking of single mom, I know my mom was single mom. I know you heard my stories when I was in Palm Springs. So happy to meet you, Coach Sal, Coach Mark. We are joined by a single mom from the Philippines, Kelly. Her name is Divine Himoto. She's a single mom of help me out, Coach Mark, Coach Sal. 6, right?
Single mom of 6.
Yes.
You have 6 kids. Wow.
She's called to Live Good, and she's doing this full time, like Coach Divine.
Here's what the Lord did for me. Kelly won. Next. He didn't waste no time on me. So 1 for you, Kelly. Hit, bye, you go. 6. Wow. That is super. I mean, you need a Wonder Woman t-shirt, okay? I mean, like, wow. Yeah. Yeah, wow.
Coach
Congratulations.
Divine, you want to share something? Why Live Good? How are you?
Hi.
Divine, you have a tremendous why. You have a very big why on why you want to build Live Good. Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. Tell us about
glory
you,
to
Divine.
Thank you so much, Coach Katie. Coach Katie, I'm not really fluent to speak in English because I'm confident to speak in Tagalog. I'm very sorry, but I need to speak in Tagalog because, that's my language, and I'm very confident to say what I am trying to emphasize, about my feelings. So, Coach Katie, ikaw na lang po yung ating Coach Mark. Hey, Coach Sal, Coach Daniel. Ayan. So, okay guys, Coach, grabe. Glory to God. And I'm so blessed na, nakasama po ako dito. Sorry guys, kailangan ko talaga mag-Tagalog kasi hindi ko na-express yung feelings ko kapag in English. Okay.
Pardon me, I want to speak in Tagalog because I want to express my feelings in English. Go ahead, Coach Divine.
Okay. So, being a single mom po, having 6 kids po is not really easy po. The father of my kids po is, FW. And, gusto ko mag-Tagalog. Teka lang.
Go ahead.
Hindi po ganun talaga kadali na palakihin yung 6 na anak and nangungupahan ka pa. I have 5 students po, and everyday halos hinahanap mo yung pagkain nila para lang may survive mo sila.
So it's not easy.
Coach Katie.
Her husband, her ex-husband, right? Whatever. Yeah, he was an OFW, and it's really hard as a single mom to find the daily needs to provide even just food for the family. Go ahead, Coach Divine.
Yeah. So, para sa akin, dahil mayroon pong Lord and nakakayanan po yung lahat dahil po sa Panginoon, dahil kahit saan pa man po tayo, ano man po yung lingwahe meron tayo, as long as po na mayroon ka pong Diyos sa buhay, nalagpasan ko po lahat ng yon. So, napaka-blessed ko lang. Thank you so much, Coach Sal. Pinagmamalaki ko po talaga yung aming tatay. Napaka-humble na leader. And ako po ay na-belong po sa Team Momentum. And yun po yung time na, wow, grabe, no? Ang Lord pala, bago ka po dumating yung blessing sa'yo, darating yung time sa'yo na, sabi nga, Coach Sal, no? It will break you muna. Talagang inalis na po ng lahat sa akin. Wala na po. Halos wala pong nagtitiwala magpahiram. Walang nagtitiwala. Ang liit-liit ng tingin ng kapwa ko sa akin. Pinaalis kami ng bahay. Pinutulan kami ng tubig at kuryente. Pagising ko, yung mga anak ko, wala po silang, napakainit po, walang tubig. And ako po kasi, okay lang akong apihin. Wag lang talaga yung mga anak ko. So, napaka-blessed kasi nasa lingkod na po ako bago nangyari yan.
She have struggled a lot, even food, shelter, water for her kids, and she's grateful that Live Good was introduced to her. A lot of people that didn't believe her, that looked so low about her, and with Live Good, she is confident that she is now succeeding and providing well for her family. I know that's not the exact translation, but that's the the summary of it. And she's Kelly. She's one of our gold top leader in the Philippines, and we do webinar, Coach Kelly, every day. Coach Sal, I love the system that he built for us to support us. We have morning. Since we have global audience, we have evening here in America and morning in the Philippines. So Live Good is a livelihood. That's why when I spoke at Palm Springs, Kelly, when Tim gave me the opportunity, and Coach Sal as well, Live Good is not just an extra income for the Filipinos. It is a livelihood. Is it buying rice, paying electricity bill, putting food on the table, sending kids to school. I'd like you to continue, Coach Divine. Go ahead. And
Ayan.
guys,
So-
have any question, you ask questions, okay? Go ahead.
Okay.
Coach Divine.
So, sorry po nahirapan. Sorry
Don't
naman.
worry. We got
Okay.
you. We got you.
Okay. So, sa akin po, sobrang po, yun po yung isang pinanghahawakan ko. Kagabi nga sa naging live namin ni Facebook Live with Coach Sal, sobrang yung deepest why ko po, wala po akong pakialam. Basta tuloy-tuloy lang ako. Basta tingin ko sa mga tao, 1-4. Kailangan lahat ng tao na makasalubong ko 1-4. Wala din akong pakialam kung ayaw niya mag-join as long as sinishare ko. At higit sa lahat talaga, yung deepest why ko, yung 6 ko na anak. Kasi sila po yung dahilan kung bakit lumalaban talaga ako sa buhay. Kasi dumating ako sa point sa life ko na sabi ko, Lord, kunin mo na lang ako. Kasi kung tayo sa Live Good, nagpo-prospecting po tayo ng tao na mai-invite natin. Ako naman po, nagpo-prospecting po ako kung sino po yung mahihiraman ko. Tapal dito, tapal doon. Para lang po mapakain ko yung mga anak ko sa malinis na paraan.
So she said her deepest why right now she doesn't care what people would tell her. In fact, in the Philippines, the $25 fast start bonus, Kelly, saw Coach Daniel. As already is 1,400 if you will convert it. So she said, oh, every single people that I share, it's 1,400, right? 1,400. That's a lot of, that's a lot of groceries already, right, Coach Divine? So she's willing to do whatever it takes, because she's not just doing it for her, she's doing it for her children.
Wow.
Ayun.
And you
So,
say, Coach Katie, that's over 1,000 for the fast start.
Yeah, 1,400 that Coach saw, right? You convert $25 to Philippine money. Yeah, it
Wow.
depends on the conversion. It's like $55 right now and some cents.
Wow. Great. That is awesome. Boom. Yes. Man, that is great.
All
That's
right.
not great. That's just amazing. That's awesome. Man, great job.
I was like, thank you so much, Coach Divine. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us with your story? I love all the stories that we have today, Kelly. I started with Coach Daniel. Coach Daniel is from Canada. She's a cafe owner. She opened her cafe and she said, Coach Katie, I am not used to Facebook Live yet. So I said, don't worry. So just gonna pour our heart out, and I'm just gonna inspire people because we have so much great news to share. It is exploding. We have to let it out. And Coach Mark, I believe it's already midnight in Japan, and Coach Sal is always an amazing, supporter. That's why it only says about the leadership that we have, Kelly, in Live Good. It's just amazing, and amazing people that we can rely on. No matter where you are in your genealogy, like what you said, right? Speaking about global, I've seen Coach Nomi. We have Germany. Let me just shout out to people. We have Germany, we have Japan, we have Philippines, we have United
Hong
States,
Kong.
Canada. I see someone, China, but I lost her. Amazing, Coach Sal, do you have any thing for Kelly, for anybody here?
Shout out to Coach Ella Francisco from Hong Kong.
Oh, we have Hong
Yeah.
Kong too.
Yeah.
We have what do
Yeah,
you call?
Coach. Let me interrupt real quick because
Yes, go
I have
ahead.
to take my wife to. But thank you for giving us the opportunity to share. And just like how I kind of see, we're in a group where we inspire people. We don't dictate people. And one of the things that I really wanted to kind of hit home run to everybody is our stories. Our stories is our business card, right? The story, people will forget our name, but they will always remember our stories, right? They may forget Coach Sal, but they will remember the warehouse guy that resigned from the warehouse department after 8 months when he become diamond. See, that's how it works. And I tell people, you don't need to have a compelling stories. What you need is just your own story. Some people, when I encourage them to go, Coach, let me tell my story when I'm already gold or platinum. No, you tell your story from the beginning because that is your story. Your people wants to follow your story, just like a TV series. Make our profile, make our Facebook a TV series that people wants to follow. They want to follow your life, and in between, you insert your advertisement about Live Good. That's just how it is. That's how Kim Kardashian became very, very popular, right? That's how all these people they want to follow other people's story. But here's what I tell people: you don't need to have an amazing story. You don't have to have a compelling story. Why? Because when you start telling your story, you're brand new in the business. Guess who you are inspiring to tell story? The brand new people that doesn't have any compelling story, right? If you have to wait until you become gold, then those people that are not gold yet are not going to tell their story. What's important is we all tell our stories. All this, awesome, amazing banners that we have, those are good, but they're just fancy. It does not move people. It's just another advertisement, just like other people promoting their business. But your story, the story, people buy our story. Our story sells. All the marketing, they're just telling people. It just reminds people. But what makes people say, I want to work with Coach Katie, I want to work with Coach Sal, I want to work with Coach Mark, is because of your story. Because people buy people. We are in a people business. Our business is people. So if we tell our story, guys, so I really want to pour my heart out here, guys. We need to start telling more story. And why do you think Kelly challenges everybody? Does 87 people submitted their video? Because that's stories, right? Why is this your favorite product? Tell your story. Why is this your favorite product? I tell people you don't need to be like a celebrity. You don't need to have 10 million followers, right? You just need to be a good storyteller. Become a storyteller all the way to diamond. That's it. Tell your story. You don't need to be a closer. I tell people in Live Good, you don't need to manipulate people, give them a trick questions so that they will say yes in the end. No, you just need to tell their story, answer their questions. When people see that they can do this business because they can also tell their stories, that they would have time, because telling story is a lot easier than trying to convince people who's not interested. And lastly, are we gonna help them tell their story? Just like what you're doing right now, Coach Katie. You're helping us to share our stories to many people using your platform. With that, guys, thank you very much, Coach Kelly. I look forward to see you again on April.
April.
Yes, definitely. We're I'm not gonna be late. I'm just a few drives away. But I'm excited to see you guys. And
Oh, can't wait.
I have
Matter of fact, I've got to take a trip to Vegas to do some of the, like, the whole planning thing.
Right.
So when I get there this next trip, see, I didn't
Yeah.
want to like let the cat out of the bag of like where we're gonna
Yeah.
be. I was trying to be like undercover, right? And
Yeah, but Kelly, please let us know. I'll be your Uber driver because I used to be. That's why they call me the ex Uber dad. I used to be an Uber driver. So
tell
yeah,
you
let
about
me
the
know.
Uber.
I actually prior to learning social media marketing, I was with another company. I was driving as an Uber driver where I build my business using social media. And when I quit my job from there, they my friend called me. Well, before my because what I would do as part of my social media marketing was tell my story about the company, right? While I was driving for Uber. So when I quit, my friend called me the ex Uber dad.
I love it.
But then what you call this pandemic happened, then we stopped driving for Uber. I didn't want to go back on the road because I was spending up to 16 hours a day just to feed my family. And
Yeah.
then I decided, okay, I'm gonna go work in a controlled environment in a warehouse department, but I'm gonna look for another opportunity, and Live Good came
Right.
along. Yeah, so
Well,
that was my story.
Jesse Garcia was big Uber driver before for many years.
Oh,
So,
okay. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, that's, I tell you, the gig economy, people wanting to create additional income and work when they want to work. I mean, it's huge. And, yeah, Uber drivers, every Uber driver I've been in car, boy, they hear about Live Good.
Yeah.
That is powerful story, Coach Saul. I'm just like so blown away. I'm gonna get ready because I am
Me
meeting,
too.
my seniors from my fitness class. We're gonna have lunch today, and they're gonna hear about Live
Hey,
Good again. But before I close this, go ahead, Kelly.
Coach Katie, I want to say you have a wonderful break
Yes.
from school. Yes. And I know you will be working hard. And I want to let each and every person here that I am here. Whenever you want me to pop on and say hello, you just let me know. Hey, if I got 5 minutes or you want me to, to let it run.
Yes.
Uh,
What an amazing, training we had from you guys, and I'm learning each time. Before we close this, I would like to invite everybody to give like what is your takeaway this morning, and I'm gonna start. My takeaway is we're just gonna keep pushing through. Whatever struggles that we have in life, we cannot pause. We just go through it. Like I tell my son in football, go in the middle. Push through it. I'm a football mom. Don't be scared. Just go through it. And before you know it, you're going to be in the finish line and you're going to be happy that, oh, wow, I did this. That's my takeaway. And just the courage to do this and focus and remain humble. Humility is very important in this business, right? Because you attract who you are, attract positivity, attract, wealth, attract, anything that you want to attract, positively to yourself. So I'm going to do a roll call. I'm going to start with Coach Daniel from Canada. What's your biggest takeaway, Coach?
Yeah, I'm so overwhelmed with this community. As I've mentioned, when I joined Live Good, it's my takeaway is the community. As Kelly mentioned, that in every part of the world we work together. This is the only company that's creating massive impact, pulling out people out of debt, creating, giving them hope and faith that this is it. We are here. You need to look at us. You're fine. You're looking for something, then look at us. We have it. You have your health, you have your savings with this much. So look at us. So especially, we are, that's why Live Good family. We lift each other. So with Live Good, I'm so grateful. Again, when I started with Live Good, I feel alone that I cannot do this in the entrepreneur world. With the community now that I have, especially seeing the CEO and everyone doing their best to share this goodness to everyone worldwide. I am so blessed same to share of everyone. So even in spite of my beautiful voice, this is not my original voice, Kelly. Like totally no singing for me. Like Filipinos love singing, but sorry, I cannot sing. So yeah, yeah, like Coach Katie, thank you again, Coach Katie, for being my direct sponsor. Without you, I am not here. And again, with the people that we are touching lives, here we are touching lives. So let's move forward. If some people, again, if people will see it, people may not see it, not yet. But as we explode, they will see it. Eventually, they will come towards us, and just don't stop. And again, thankful and grateful with Live Good Company.
And with that, I love to say, Kelly, that she purchased her VIP tickets. She's coming to Vegas.
Oh yes, I did. I just need to purchase the flight, but actually, I also am going to US this 24th, just to visit my. So Christmas and New Year, I'll be spending it in US to visit my mom. My mom has a dementia, so I'm visiting her for that quick, and then get back and then book for another. So I'm looking forward for this holiday. But again, Coach Katie, even we're on a holiday, we're still moving forward.
Thank you, Coach Daniel, for your dedication and your commitment. Coach Mark, take it away.
Well, first of all, this is my first time to meet Miss Kelly. You know, So it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for sharing your story. You're an inspiration, even though I'm quietly just stalking you, right? So for me, my takeaway here is just really is just finding joy in the journey. This Live Good is just a fun ride. I've been a massage therapist for 20 years, spa owner for 13 years, and I got a chance to move away from the U.S., moved here to Japan, 38, and doing my own thing. And thank God, Coach Sal, sent me a message because we've been playing, badminton from one company to another company to another company to another company. And when he finally said, "I think this is it," and that's when I said, "All right, let's go, let's take a look." Within 3 minutes, I shut the video, and I called him back and said, "Is this for real? Is this what we've been looking for, right?" And he was like, "Yeah, go check it out." And I asked him so many questions right away. I was like, "Is the product gonna arrive here in Japan?" And he was like, "Let's check it out. Why don't you order first?" And then we finally arrived. It's like, "All right, it's locked and loaded. Let's go." And yeah, so my takeaway here really is very simple. This is where I'm gonna be a billionaire. I'm gonna make this company really, what I mean, like rain money.
Mhm.
Like this is the simplest business ever, for real. Like go find a nose, like what Coach Katie said. Go find a nose because there's gonna be a yes behind it. And knowing that I got backups, Coach Sal Diamond, you Diamond, Coach Katie about to hit Diamond, Coach Daniel about to hit Diamond, Coach Divine about to hit Diamond. I mean, lock and loaded, baby. You know what I mean?
Bring it on.
I
Right?
love it, Coach Mark.
Yes.
Coach Divine, what's your biggest takeaway, sis?
Nasabi na nila lahat. Okay na.
They told
Okay na.
everybody.
Okay. Okay.
Your smile says it all.
Okay. So ako po yung takeaway ko po ngayon, basta tuloy-tuloy lang. Wala pong susuko, tuloy-tuloy ang laban. Go for diamond, whatever it takes. Yun lang po.
Keep going. Nobody, do not give up, and we'll go diamond. Thank you so much. And with that said, Coach Al, can you close this? What's your biggest takeaway?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. So yeah, biggest takeaway, coming back to the title, what's your story? So stick with your story, compose your story, tell your story, keep telling your story, just like how Coach Kelly Tolar kept telling her story. When nobody believes her, she told her story. When people thought she was crazy, she told her story, right? So your story will impact people. Don't worry about how people take your story. Worry about how many people you will tell your story. Our job is not to convince people. Our job is to tell our story. I heard this before from my previous company, and I love that company. It really changed the way my personality is, and then how I care for people. It's called send out cards. You send cards through greeting cards and stuff, right? The owner said, story. The story. Okay, the story of your life. The story in your mind can be the story of your life, right?
Mhm.
Create your own story. Let people
Yeah.
follow your story. Your story will sell you. Back to
Yeah.
you, everybody.
Yeah, if I could if I could add in onto that, send out cards. The owner Cody Bateman with the I am message. I am. What are you? I am. Your visualization and your words mean so much. And then also, what's that phrase that he would say? People don't remember what you said. They remember how you made
Right.
them feel.
Yes.
People remember. People forget what you said and what you did, but people will remember how you made them feel.
Yeah.
Are they
Yes.
still around?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
But in
He's
different
awesome.
platform, but
There are.
they're like the authority of greeting cards,
Right.
Yeah.
like online.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't forgot about your takeaway, Kelly, but let me say, speaking back to that, I love Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill says, whatever the mind can conceive, it will achieve. Whatever you set your mind that you can and you cannot, it will. It will not, or it will. Right, Kelly? What's your biggest takeaway?
Yeah, that Think and Grow Rich. Yeah, you know what? Personal development. This shelf has a lot. That's just got an assortment of things to help the mind and grow your mind strong. Definitely grow your mind strong. And I always say just really number one is don't let anyone steal your joy. No. I remember about one of the first few days of building fast. Someone, a guy, cussed me out on a Facebook message.
Wow.
If I would have let that steal my joy, really. And I remember it was around the holidays, this time last year. And I said, well, I hope you have a wonderful holiday and Merry Christmas to you and your family. I did not come back and go, why are you saying these things? It's just, hey, I just let it just roll off. I had this thing with turtles. Turtles are very strong and resilient, and they've got that hard shell. You're just going to be strong about it. And so that's why, I collect different things, symbolism of strength. And it's really all in it's in the mind. I'm telling you. Personal development, I would say, would be number one key. Find those symbols of strength and keep them all around you. And I always have the little analogy of the duck on the water. You got to be like a duck on the water in this business. When people see you, you are smooth sailing, but underneath you are like swimming real fast, right? Calm and cool, give kindness. I would tell you, kindness, you give that back. Anybody ever poo-poo on your business, you just say, hey, I'll be right here. And you just say, hey, I wish you the best of success. And that energy that you give back to the world, it's got nowhere else come back to you. All right. And, there's a book called to each's kindness. And it's kind of like a story about a little girl that's throwing rocks into a pond, and it shows the ripple effect, how it comes back. That's exactly what kindness is. And we're going to plant so many seeds here in Live Good, help so many families. And my takeaway, don't let anyone, you give the joy. Don't let anybody take that joy from you, because you got a lot of things to offer other people. And that self-development, if you're not on self-development today, make sure you go ahead and get on that, okay? You should have a book going at every moment. And you should be writing notes in your book. A book is not loved unless it's written in and annotated in. So, personal development is key. I see we all have it here. We're working on that. And that's what we want to build, strong inside and strong heart, strong mind, and give out that good energy. Thank you for having me. I love you all. I cannot wait to see it. Vegas, it's going to be too long from now. It's April 19th, 20th. They can't get here fast enough. We got to enjoy this time and build fast. Yep.
Right. Thank you, everybody. Truly appreciate your time, your commitment, your skills, your kindness, your humbleness, your servant leadership. Let me just end this with this sentence. Everyone has a story to tell. You have a story. You have a story to tell. Your people are waiting to be inspired by you. Take it away, coaches. Say bye-bye. By the way, don't forget to follow these coaches. You can see their names in social media. Follow them, and get back to the person that shared this video with you. If you have any questions at all, God bless. Mabuhay po tayong lahat. Merry Christmas. 5 days to go. All
Christmas. God
right,
bless.
bye.
Merry
Thank you, guys.
Christmas.
Thank you so much. Thank you.